Hey everyone, it is Jack again with Toy Dojo, and I am back, and I haven't shot a video in a long time. Mainly because of COVID, there hasn't really been anything new that came out that I was like, oh man, I want to take a look at that. It's pretty much dry, and I'm assuming it's because of COVID. I don't know, but so that's why I haven't been shooting any videos lately. And anyways, I'm back for what that's worth. And I'm going to take a look at this one here, which I actually did a review on this video, or rather, I'm sorry, on this figure already about 3 years ago. So I'm going to put that somewhere here on the screen, like the link to it. So if you guys want to watch a full review on him, you can. But I'm not going to review this one fully. I'm just going to talk about the differences, because this is supposed to be Maketoys' like premium version of Downbeat, or of course Masterpiece Jazz, right? But it's their premium version, so I wanted to discuss what I think, you know, not what I think, but what I know are the differences between the two of them, and just kind of go off on that. So I don't have the original one, so I can't show them side by side. However, in the video, you're going to be able to see, and then I'll describe, again, what's the differences between the two. It's not a whole lot. So, and then from that, you can make a determination if you need to upgrade to this guy from your original one, if you have the original one. Spoiler alert, you do not need to upgrade to this guy if you have the original one. Okay? So here's the box. The box itself looks identical, with the exception of they put premium version here, and then of course the figure itself is different because it's a different figure. Same identical figure, but just different markings on it. So they had to obviously do that for the product shots there. So aside from that, the box is exactly the same, and you get the exact same thing as far as like included content with a couple of extras. So the instruction booklet again is identical with the exception of the product shots. So nothing new there. You get the same shoulder cannon that came with the original one right here, which is molded black plastic with molded gray plastic. And again, I think if they were going to make this, you know, consider it premium, they could have at least made this silver, or maybe even chrome would have been cool, you know, in my mind. So same thing with the gun. You get just a molded gray gun, and premium probably should have painted this up to make it look better. So there's that. You get the same two speakers that came with him in the original one that go on him in his vehicle mode, or you can put him on him in his robot mode. You get his grappling hook right here. And again, I'm not going to show all this off. Like, I'm not going to attach it in the bot mode, simply because I already did that in the other video. So there's that as well. He also has the two speakers that go on his hip skirts when he is in robot mode. That way you can attach them to his hip skirts as well. And then he comes with the two faces, right? So he comes with the, oh no, it's 2020 face, scared, right? And then he comes with the, all right, we made it out of 2020, it's 2021, but is it going to be the same face, right? So aside from that, he comes with two extra things, which I was reading that a lot of people aren't getting for some reason, but I know with Toy Dojo, this came with it. And this is one sticker set here. And this sticker set is just, you can see it just like lines, right? Just like thin lines. And they're just, I think, to accent some of the features on the figure itself. So those will go on him during his robot mode. Some are for the windows, or I'm sorry, vehicle mode. Some are for the windows, some are for like the headlights. But there's nowhere in the instructions or anything that show you where they go. So you kind of have to just fiddle with it and see where they go. But I can just kind of tell by looking at it where the pieces go, right? Or the stickers. And then the second one is a full-on sticker sheet with actual stickers to make it look like the G1 Jazz, if you wanted it to look like that. So you got a lot of different ones. And then you get like, so these are all the same sets, right? But they're different. So this one says Martini Porsche, Martini Racing, Martini Ambrosi right here. Same thing here. And there, you got the Dunlop shell. Dunlop right there, just shell, just shell. Different color stripes to go on him as well. And then these, interesting enough, are for the headlights, but the headlights are already blue. But that, I guess, if you want to make it look more cartoonish, you can put those on there as your stickers as well. So let's bring him in real quick just to take a look at him. And that way we can see the differences between him, or I can describe the differences. We're not going to really see them because I don't have the other one in front of me. But just kind of go at it. So zoom in just a little bit there. There we go. So there is Maketoys' MP Jazz, if you will. And he's the exact same figure. There's nothing on this figure that is different aside from the tampographics, and that's about it. So you got, this is a different tampograph line right here. This one's different as well. This is different on the side right here of the doors. This right here is new. That right there is new as well. And then the headlights are actually blue instead of the black that came on the original one. Same thing on this side. So again, new here, new lines. This right here again is new if I didn't say that already. And then on the bottom, which is mainly for robot mode, but we'll show it right now. He gets new tachographs right here on his thighs, up on his hip skirts. On the original one, the hip skirts had like a baby blue color here, and that's it. And then he's got some tachographing going on right here on his abdomen area. The one biggest thing, I guess, that they upgraded on is this right here. So this was that gray swirly plastic that the gun was made out of. They painted that silver to make it look a lot better. And then the feet, these are the heel spurs, but the actual feet themselves, which actually are right behind here. Let me open this up real quick. The feet, which are right there, are also painted. Let's pop one out. I mean, you're going to see it when we put it in robot mode anyways. I don't know why I'm doing this, but the feet, I'm not going to bother with it, but the feet themselves are painted. So you can see these are painted in silver, whereas this is just the gray plastic. So these are the heel spurs hidden. The feet that are going to be shown will be painted in that nice silver. So, but aside from that, I mean, that's pretty much it. You're not getting anything extra special aside from these two sticker sheets, which again, some folks I've been seeing aren't getting them. But Toy Hacks actually made a sticker sheet for the original Downbeat when it came out. So their sticker sheet is different from this one. So if you were to get this one here, I would not say to go with the Toy Hacks one, because if I remember correctly, the Toy Hacks one has like clear backgrounds instead of like this is black and that's silver. And this one is, let's see if that's white. I think it's a white background here. Let me see. Oh, if you'll come off, man. Can't get it off. That looks like a white background there. Whereas the Toy Hacks one were clear. And so if you start putting them on here with the Toy Hacks one, it would not cover up all this here, and then you might have some like differences in between them. So if you're gonna get this figure, just I would say stick with these here. But if you have the original one, obviously you want to go with the Toy Hacks versions, right? So the difference in the Toy Hacks version of stickers and this one besides that is Toy Hacks actually gave you one that goes here that says, I believe it says Martini here, whereas this one just says Meister. So they did not give you a sticker to put over that says Meister or Porsche or Racing or Rossi, none of that stuff, right? So that's kind of weird. I don't know why they would, you know, because they're going to get everything else for all the other spots, but except for that one. So I thought that was kind of weird. And the Toy Hacks one gives you one big piece that covers up this whole door right here. So I don't know. I thought that was odd, but that's me. So anyways, we'll get him transformed up, talk about that just a little bit, and then end the video. But before I do, I want to give a shout out to my two really good friends, Adam and Kat, or Adam and Charles. They have a podcast that they do called Just Another Friday Night Podcast, and you can hear it anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. You can hear it on like iTunes, Amazon, Anchor, anywhere where podcasts are, where you can hear podcasts, you'll be able to hear them. And they invited me to come out on their podcast this Friday night. So today's the 1st, so whatever the next Friday is that's coming up, it's going to be North American Central Standard Time, and it'll be between 6:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock p.m. This Friday night. So these guys, they are very funny. They know a lot. I mean, each one kind of complements the other. And they are talking about pop culture. So anything pop culture from, you know, 80s all the way up to today, even sometimes going into the 70s. But they talk about things like comics, toys, movies, let's see what else, cartoons. I mean, you name it, they talk about it. Anything pop culture. So this Friday, they invited me along, like I said, to be on their podcast. And we're going to be discussing 80s cartoons. So I'm not sure exactly the whole theme of it all yet, but they invited me, and so I said, yeah, I'd definitely love to come on there and talk about that, give my knowledge on 80s cartoons. So if you want to hear and you have some time on Friday night, please go ahead and find those guys, Just Another Friday Night Podcast. Listen to them. Like I said, I'll be on there, and we're going to have a great time. So I promise you it's going to be a great time. And they do have a YouTube channel, which they're just starting up. It's fairly new. I'm going to link that below as well, so you can hop onto that with them as well. Okay, I think that is it. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get him into robot mode, and then we'll wrap this video up. Alright, now that we got him into robot mode, you can see, again, nothing has changed from the original one, with the exception of what I pointed out in car mode, which is the headlights, the temple graphing going on there, all the new colors, all this right here on the vehicle mode. But in robot mode, everything's just about the same, with the exception of the feet are now painted silver, and then the shins are also painted silver. Because they were done up on the original, they were done up in this gray swirly plastic, which, you know, didn't really look all that great. So I went ahead and did that. But again, to me, is it a premium version? In my opinion, no. If I would have kept the original one back when it came out, I wouldn't have upgraded to this one, simply because I got some paint here, and then I got tampo graphings, and I got stickers. Because like I said, Toy Hacks made a sticker release for this one that you can put on there. So if you don't have one, then yeah, I would take this one, because right now there's no other MP Jazz on the market, and I don't know if there's going to be one anytime soon. I wish there was. I wish, you know, Takara and Hasbro would come together and make one, but I don't know if that's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Also wish Fans Toys would make one, but again, same thing. I don't know when or if that's going to happen. So this one here from Maketoys is actually really nice. The one thing that is still here, which was here back when I reviewed it originally, is this shoulder piece, which really kind of, to me, I was like, they probably could have fixed that originally, but going into doing a remake, they probably didn't want to spend the time to do it, or maybe they just felt like it wasn't an issue. But for me, it was always this part right here. So again, if I want to rotate the arm around, I get up to about right here, and then you can see right there, let me zoom in a little bit, the back part of the shoulder right here runs into this piece right here where the wheels fold in. So when it does that, it bumps into this, and then it pops this whole assembly piece open like that. So that pops open. The arm piece that pegs in right there pops out as well. And so then you got to sit there and fiddle with it and just put it back together. Now, if you're not one to sit there and mess with the arms on your figures and rotate them around, okay, no big deal, but that does pop out. So to me, that was always a negative, and I mentioned it when I reviewed this one the first time, was that piece right there, the fact that it does that. And no matter which way you do it, like you can pick the arm up, you can rotate it slowly, everything, you're always going to run into that piece there. Even when you try and do this number here, because of the way it locks in, it's always going to do that. So to me, that was a negative back then, and for a premium version, they probably could have tried to look at something to fix that, but I don't know. Anyways, I will put a link in the description below to this guy if you never picked one up and you want to pick one up. At Toy Dojo, he's got them. So that is it, you guys. Yeah, I think that's all I can say about it. So as always, thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay safe.